Welcome to the High Frequency Studios. So I give music production lessons. One of the biggest topics that comes up: what's the difference between a beat maker and a producer? This is my opinion. I know everyone has a different definition, but this is what I think beat makers and producers are. So let me break it down: 3 types of beat makers and 3 types of producers. Beat maker number 1. So producer number 1 creates the foundation of the track. The foundation of the track can stand alone, meaning it's an 8-bar loop that can be used for a rap or hip-hop track. This beat maker is usually happy with the 8-bar loop, doesn't want to add more instruments, and just wants someone to rap or sing over it. This beat maker doesn't see further into the project, so they usually send it to artists or other producers to collaborate. These beat makers are usually good at starting a project, creating an idea, and they're really good at understanding trends. That's why they're pretty fast and they know what's new, what's hot. So that is beat maker number 1. Beat maker number 2 can take the foundation of the idea further by adding instrumentation, more complex arrangements, and can turn a simple project to a bigger cohesive idea, which artists can understand a little bit better and complete the project. This type of beat maker understands music and is good at sound design. Beat maker number 3. Beat maker number 3 can adapt to projects and ideas sent to them by other producers, singers, engineers, or musicians. This beat maker can also songwrite, can work with unexperienced artists, and can usually release independent projects. This type of producer is generally a beat maker / producer. They're a little bit more professional and can definitely finish a project. Now let's talk about producers. Producer number 1. Producer number 1 can manage a project. This producer isn't an artist, isn't a musician, isn't a songwriter. What this producer offers is their big network, their contacts, and their finance. This is what we call an old school type of producer. Producer number 2 is usually a great musician, a good songwriter, or a great artist that just didn't make it. This type of producer is usually very talented and can do it all. The reason they could do it all is because they're great songwriters, they have a great reputation, and other artists know their work. Producer number 3, the influencer producer. This is the new guy on the block. This producer is usually new to the game, they have a great social media, they don't have a lot of work, but they're trending. They know how to use social media and marketing to get them in front of the line. In the 3 levels of beat makers, you see that beat makers have some kind of talent, whether it's creating loops, good arrangements, or releasing projects on their own. As for producers, there are producers that have no musical talent, but they know how to manage a project by hiring the right musicians, the right artists, the right beat makers, the right engineers to get the job done. I think the evolution of the producer is beat maker 1, 2, and 3 evolving to producer number 2, meaning that you can release a project and that they do meet a standard. I've had plenty of experiences in all these levels. I've been a beat maker who is happy making an 8-bar loop to have someone freestyle over it. I've also done music production to a level where I'm adding arrangements, I'm doing the sound design, I'm mixing it, I'm working with the singer-songwriter, and releasing it independently. And I've also worked with producers that just manage projects, that hire me to do the music production. They find the artists that fits best to the production, and they finance the project and release it for their label, which is perfectly fine. So I hope I broke it down in great detail for you to understand the difference between the different types of beat makers and producers. So let me know what type of beat maker you are or producer you are. Thank you for watching, and till next time.